Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. I haven't made one of these in a while. I've been busy, which is bad because I need to vlog when I'm busy because that's what's like interesting. But hopefully we'll get the hang of this soon. But as well, I've lost the tripod for this camera, so I haven't been able to like set you up anywhere to film. So I just thought, I've got some content to film, I need to do my makeup, I can prop you like on my desk, so I might as well just kill two birds with one stone, is that the saying? And film a little makeup video for you, considering I can't really film anything else right now. But yeah, I think I'm going to do my everyday makeup look, or like my content kind of routine, which is basically my everyday makeup look. I just put some eyeliner on, which I don't usually do every day, but that's really the only difference. And yeah, just show you what I use. So I've already washed my face. I use an Elemis like foam cleanser for that, and I already moisturised my face this morning, and I'm not going to do it again because I don't want to like over moisturise my face, because I tend to have quite oily skin, especially like later on in the day as well. But to do that, I use the Nivea Soft. I've just got a little tub of it right now. I usually have, actually I think I still have, yeah, I use the squeezy bottles like this, but I recently went on holiday, so I've got like quite a few of these mini ones, so I just use that. And I'm not gonna lie, I've tried expensive moisturisers and literally nothing compares to this, so sorry to say it, but if you're spending a lot of money on moisturiser, then I think you're kind of wasting your money. Because I mean, for my skin type, nothing really compares to this. So yeah, I'm quite lucky in the sense that this is really cheap and it's my favourite. But I think quite a lot of people use this anyway, so yeah. But to prime my skin, I bought a little travel size of this, again to go on holiday, but I really like this, so I think I'm going to repurchase it in the biggest, like in the bigger size. Focus. It's the e.l.f., what is it actually called? Power Grip Primer. Again, I feel like quite a lot of people know about this, but yeah, I really like it. So I'm just going to go ahead and use it. I like to use quite a bit. I'm not really sure how much, like, I've just realised I don't have like a close-up mirror right now as well, so I'm going to have to just use the camera. But yeah, I mostly put it around my nose because I'm always like wiping my nose, so I want my makeup to stay on around there. And then I also put it around like here, because I tend to like sit my head on my hands quite a bit, again like, which makes the makeup come off, so I always like to put extra around them areas. But yeah, I mostly just put it everywhere. So I have quite a big spot here, that's it, but just ignore that. Okay, then I actually like to start with eyes. If I'm not doing eyeliner, then I'll do my face first. But because I think I'm going to do eyeliner today, I'm going to start with my eyes so that I can clean it up with a makeup wipe. So I just like to put some concealer over my eyes first. I use the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard. Just looks like that. Again, I've tried loads of expensive concealer. I mean, this is kind of expensive for a concealer, but this is the best one that I've found. I'm not gonna lie though, guys, right? Primark makeup, I have a couple of Primark like products in here. Yeah, Primark makeup is actually really good. I'm not too sure how well it like reacts to sensitive skin, because I'm guessing it's quite like cheap ingredients. But for skin like mine that doesn't really react to a lot of stuff, I found Primark makeup is really, really good. But yeah, I'll show you like the products that I love from Primark when we get to that step. Oh, I'm also using the Kylie Cosmetics, I'm not sure what the name of it is, but it's like a triangle brush sort of thing. I always use it for my concealer. I feel like for getting under your eyes and stuff, kind of like that, it always works really well. Okay, so once that's all blended, I like to go ahead and set my eyes. I use the Charlotte Tilbury, oh I don't know what it's called because it's rubbed off, flawless, no, airbrush Flawless. You'll know what this is if like you go to Charlotte Tilbury, but it's just the compact powder. I've gone through so many of these, they're really good, and I think I said in another video you can change the actual product bit but keep the case. That's why this is like proper rubbed off, because I've had it for so long. But yeah, this is really, really good. And I just use a little powder puff. Mine's really, really dirty. I need to wash that. And just press it over my eyes. I think you're supposed to use this as like an actual face like powder, but I still only use it like under my eyes. I got like a really lighter shade than what I usually do for like face powder, and then I just use it under my eyes because I like to keep the outsides of my face quite glowy. But yeah, I just take a brush. This is a Morphe M405 and just dust it off a little bit. Guys, if you can hear my chair, actually I might have to go change my chair. Can you hear that? It is the most annoying thing. You know when you're stressed out and getting ready and you're overstimulated as it is, and I just have a squeaky chair every time I move. Let me go change my chair because I know you can hear that. Okay, change the chair, so we're all good now. But yeah, now that eyes are all set, what am I using? I have two eyeshadow palettes which are basically like the same colours, but this one's so old. It's from Sleek Makeup, again, just drugstore, but this is drugstore as well. I've not used this before. It's the Collection Sahara Dunes eye palette, actually. Just some browns, some golds, and then like a paler kind of beige colour. I use the Morphe M441 brush. It's just like a fluffy eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to use this like orangey brown sort of colour. I sometimes even use my bronzer for eyeshadow. But yeah, I'm going to use this today. I just kind of put it in my crease. Right, my dog's going through my bin. Oh, I just put myself in the eye. Oh my god, this is not going great. I was going to do like a really slow, aesthetic makeup video, but it's not really turning out like that, is it? But yeah, I just keep going in until I've got somewhat of a difference. Nothing crazy, but just to bronze everything up a little bit. I don't know how well this is all showing up on camera either, but there is a difference. Okay, so I've just kind of bronzed the eyes. I don't know how much you can see that, but it's kind of just giving some colour back into the eyelids, and it kind of airbrushes it a bit as well. I actually really like this. Yeah, this eyeshadow palette's really good. I really like that colour. Just a natural bronzy colour. And then just to like brighten up the inner part of my eyelid, I'll go in to the, I don't know how well you can see that, just the white. It's kind of white, it's not exactly, but like a pale shade. And just, oh, I'm using the Morphe M431, and I'll just lightly pack it like, I don't know what that bit's called, but into like that bit of my eyelid, the inner corner. I don't know like all the right terms. And you can do this quite messy as well, because you're gonna like buff it out anyway. It's kind of like a cut crease, but not a cut crease. And then I'll go back in with a brush that I did the bronzy colour with, and just kind of buff it out a little bit. It doesn't make that much of a difference, but in my eyes it does. Oh, now my dog's snoring. Can you hear that? It's stopped, it's fine. I'll just go in and then buff out again until I've got like the right the right amount that I want. And then I'll just do the same on the other eye. I never like fully close my eye when I do eyeshadow. Well, I try not to anyway, because I like to see what it's going to look like with my eyes open. I don't know if that's like normal. Probably doesn't look that drastic on camera, but basically it just warms up the eyes and brightens the inner corner. That's pretty much it. And that's literally eyeshadow done. That's literally all that I do. Okay, so next I'm going to do eyeliner. There's quite a few ways that I do this. I think I'm going to use eyeshadow today just because I want it to be brown and quite soft. But I do have like a pen that I sometimes use. I have like a cream contour stick that I sometimes like dip this brush into and do the eyeliner with. But yeah, I'm just going to use the same palette today. And what I do is I put some setting spray, or you can use like water or whatever you want, just to make the powder wet. I wouldn't recommend doing this if you kind of want to use the eyeshadow for like actual eyeshadow. I kind of buy a palette, pick a shade that I want to use for eyeshadow and then just use it for that, because when you spray it like into the square, I don't know the terms, it kind of ruins it a little bit. That's not really sustainable, is it? But that's what I do anyway. But yeah, I just spray it. I'm going to use this like dark brown. Turn around. Just this dark brown here. And I'm just going to spray. Just to make it a little bit wet. And then I've got the... what is this? Okay, it's rubbed off. I'm pretty sure it's a Morphe one as well. Just like just an angled brush. I'm going to spray that as well. Dip it into the palette and then try and do some eyeliner. I like to make it quite messy to start off with. I don't know how to explain this. I do like the bottom line, which doesn't really matter because you can clean it up, but then like I go in the top line and like bring it in. That's the bit that needs to be like perfect, because obviously you can't wipe the top line because you've got eyeshadow on your eye. So yeah, as long as that top line's like fine, you don't really need to worry about the rest of it. But yeah, let's see how this goes. My eyelashes are still really curly from my lash lift, and they always get in the way. Okay, breathe. I'm so sorry if you can hear my dog barking, snoring in the background. Maybe I have to put some like music over this. He's literally next to me like snoring his head off. Does anyone have a Cocker Spaniel that just snores so loud? Be the same. And then after I've kind of done the wing, I decide whether I want to go all the way along or just have a wing. Obviously if you go all the way along, like the top of your lid, it makes it look a bit more like dramatic, but I think I'm just going to leave it as that for today. And then what I do, I can just leave it like this if I want like a really natural wing, but this sometimes goes really bad. I sometimes like try and, I don't know how to explain this, so you can just watch. Do a little bit in the inner corner, kind of like that, and I feel like it very subtly like brings it together, so it doesn't look like I've just stuck something on the end of my eye. Okay, I don't have any wipes, so I'm just going to use my Elemis facial pads. Guys, these are so good for like traveling and like when you're on flights and stuff. They're just like tiny little pads in a little pot. But I always bring these on flights with me because you know when you're on a plane and you feel so dirty, these are so good to like just quickly wipe over your face. But yeah, I'm going to use these because I don't have any wipes. I usually just use Nivea wipes from like Superdrug or Boots, but these are really good, but I try and save them for when I'm on holiday. Yeah, then I go in, clean it up a little bit. And then that's one wing done. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other eye and breathe, because we all know that you don't breathe when you do eyeliner. But yeah, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, that's the eyeliner done. Nothing too crazy, just a little something. And then I actually leave the eyes for now, and I'm gonna go on to eyebrows. I've just had my eyebrows done actually, so they don't need much doing to them, but I don't really do much to them anyway, to be honest. But I use the Refi Deep Brown Brow Tint. I'm using this for ages. When I first got this, I was like, it's not really doing much, but I feel like the more I used it, the more it grew on me. So yeah, I just go in with this. I feel like I need a new one soon. But yeah, I just lightly go over my brows. It's more like the ends that I go over, just because my ends can be a little bit like gappy. And then I like to fill in the front a little bit as well. I'm a bit weird, like I like my eyebrows quite close together. Does anyone else know what I mean? I like having that little bit in the front of my eyebrow like quite prominent. Not prominent as in like blocky eyebrows back in like 2016. Blocky. But I don't know. I feel like it makes your eyebrows look so much more fuller when the front of it's like quite thick. If you get what I mean, you get what I mean. And then I just go in with a spoolie. I can wipe this one because it's a little bit dirty. My blush like exploded. Well, not exploded. I've just broke the spoolie now. Great. My blush that I've got, it doesn't have a lid on it. The lid broke. So every time I like have it in my bag, everything just gets covered in blush. It's so annoying. But yeah, I just get a spoolie, and not that they really need it, but just put them into place a little bit around the top. Yeah, okay, so that's kind of like the eyes done, minus mascara. Okay, so next I kind of go on to skin. So we go back with the Nars Concealer. I put it under my eyes, and then I like to put a bit here because I get really bad like redness around the sides of my nose. Bit on the chin, obviously. I'm going to try and cover that up as well. And then just a bit on the forehead. I had my makeup done once, and the makeup artist was like, you don't need concealer on your forehead. And I was like, is that you saying I have a big forehead? But ever since then, I've not really like put concealer on my forehead, but I done it like the other week and I was like, no, it does look better, so I'm gonna put concealer on my forehead, because I'm not putting foundation on. I need something like here, otherwise it just looks weird. But yeah, again, go in with my Kylie Cosmetics brush. I do sometimes use a beauty blender. So I sometimes use, where is it? Sometimes use like a brush like this as well. I feel like this is like the most used brush for concealer, like for makeup artists. Whenever I get my makeup done, they use like a brush like this. This is the Morphe M173, but this is just easier, so I use this. And I just drag it like up my eye. And then I kind of like connect it to this bit of concealer as well, so it like brightens the middle of my face. But yeah, I've been to Ibiza since I last filmed. I think I mentioned that in my last video. Where else have I been? I feel like I've been other places, but I can't remember. But I'm actually going to Scotland next week with my friend. We're going to go to Doof in the Park, which is like a Hannah Lang kind of festival. Not really like my usual scene. I'm usually just like a house music kind of gal. But me and my friend have this like weird obsession with Hannah Lang, so we were like, right, should we just go? And I've not been to Scotland before, so we just thought we'd go to that. I actually met Hannah Lang once. I used to work for like a music event company, and they were at a festival that she was at like before she blew up. So I actually met her. She was really nice. But yeah, we're gonna go to that just for a quick weekend. Literally fly out on Friday and then come back on Sunday, I think. Sunday or Monday. I think it's Sunday. Okay, so once all that's blended out and we're looking very pale, we need to bronze. Like I said about Primark makeup, this is the moisturising foundation and contour stick. If you watch Jordan Lipscomb, you'll know about this. This is one of her faves. This is where I heard about it. But yeah, again, I've tried other contour sticks and nothing compares to this one. I know it like sells out quite quick, so if you see this and you want to try it, I'd grab it. When I see it in stock, I grab like 5 of them because I don't want to use anything else. But yeah, I put that around my forehead, on like the higher bits of my cheek, a bit on the nose, and a bit on the chin. And then this is the Revolution Pro 230 brush. It's just like a really dense brush. Been using this for ages as well. And then I just buff it all in. This contour stick just like never dries down. It's so creamy, like I could literally leave this on my face for ages and it will still blend so well. And then with this, I try not to like swipe. Actually no, that's a lie, I do swipe. I just try not to swipe down. I try and always like keep it up because otherwise I feel like it looks really muddy and it makes your whole face look brown, whereas you kind of just want your cheek to look brown. As well, this looks really good on pictures. Whenever I'm taking pictures, I always cream contour with this. Yeah, it just, you know, on pictures sometimes you just don't come up as bronzed, like literally on here, but when you're taking actual pictures, this shows up so well. I like to blend my nose into my cheeks as well. I don't know if I really should like be doing that, but that's what I do. Oh my god, it's getting really, really hot in here. It's like 30 degrees outside, which in the UK is not okay. I'm actually lucky. We actually have air conditioning downstairs, which is so rare for like a house in England. So downstairs it's lovely, but upstairs it is literally like a sauna. But yeah, I thought that when I moved into this house, I was like, there's air conditioning like in my house. You usually only get that in like houses in Spain or like a hotel. Okay, that's all the cream products that I'm going to use, and now we need to set it all in place. Yeah, we're just going to use the same Charlotte Tilbury powder and put it everywhere that we've put concealer. I don't actually really set my bronzer, I just put like powder bronzer over it, which I feel like sets it anyway. So yeah, we just put this where I put concealer. Again with a powder puff. I'm sorry, there's no better way than setting your face than with a powder puff. I feel like with a brush it just doesn't do the job. Especially with skin like mine as well. Actually, I didn't do this, which I probably should have. But again, when I had my makeup done once, they done my eyebrows before any skincare, moisturiser. They literally, I sat down and they started doing my eyebrows and I thought, oh, that's weird. Like, usually they do like skincare or at least moisturise. But if you find that your eyebrows get really shiny when you have your makeup on, like throughout the day, it's because of like the moisturiser. And obviously you don't really set your eyebrows. I think some people do, but do you know what I mean? So yeah, if you struggle with shiny eyebrows, then do your eyebrows before you even moisturise, and make sure to not obviously moisturise your eyebrows. moisturise around them. I literally did not do that, but a tip from me that I don't do. And then the same kind of brush I used to dust my eyes off earlier. Now we need to bronze because I am looking ghostly. Again, Charlotte Tilbury. What bronzer is it? I feel like you'll know what bronzer this is. It's the one that's in like the massive packaging. It's not shimmery, it's not anything like that. It's literally just like a matte bronzer. And then I have a Morphe M527 brush, just like a fluffy bronzer brush. All my brushes are actually from the James Charles drop that Morphe has with James Charles. I got them for like my 16th birthday and I just haven't changed them. Besides like the Kylie Cosmetics one and my dense one from Revolution. But they're just good brushes. Like, I don't get why. Don't fix what isn't broken. I would kind of like some new ones though. I've had these for so long. I'm now 22, so 6 years I've had these. That's actually kind of disgusting. God, my sideburns are so bad. Again, you just want it where you put your cream contour. Yeah, see, I'm coming up more bronzed on camera now. I was looking at this and then looking at myself in the mirror like, But yeah, I'm actually going out for my friend's birthday this weekend as well in London. So that'll be fun. Oh, I went skiing. I didn't go on a skiing holiday. I went to have a lesson in skiing because I'm going skiing at the end of the year again. I went with my boyfriend who's never skied before, so obviously we was in separate groups because I've been on one skiing holiday before, but he's never skied before in his life. And it was so funny, bless him. I don't think he enjoyed himself. It's so horrible when like you're starting out something new and you just can't do it. But skiing's so hard. I've just kind of been chilling at home. Like the weather's so nice, hence why I'm literally sweating. It's literally been like 30 degrees in England, which is great. So we've just been chilling at home, sunbathing. My chest is still like a little bit burnt. You can't really see my tan lines anymore. Yeah, it's been really nice. Oh my god, I've just looked at my calendar because I was like, I need to update you on what I've been doing, and I can't remember what I've been doing. And I forgot like the main thing. I went to see Pitbull. But I think I said in one of my other vlogs that I was trying to get tickets to see Pitbull. I don't know if I did, I might have cut that out. But we finally got tickets and it was insane. It was so funny. We did the bowl cap, we did everything. It was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. Everyone was like outside in their bowled caps. Pitbull's like band come outside before he performed and was like playing to everyone, and everyone was like dancing, like doing mosh pits. There was like a Pitbull lookalike contest that I think if you won you got like free merch or something. So yeah, it was just insane. I've never been to a concert with like such good atmosphere. But yeah, if Pitbull's playing near you, then I definitely advise you to get tickets because it was so funny. I set a picture here of what I look like. I like kept forgetting that I looked like that, and I went to talk to people and they were looking at me like, what the fuck? But obviously when you got there everyone was dressed like that, so it weren't that like intimidating. But yeah. Guys, I'm really sorry if the angle's changed, my camera just died. But yeah, I think I was just talking about Pitbull. It was, yeah, it was insane. But guys, having that bold cap on whilst being, we got standing tickets, whilst being like in a massive crowd, it was so hot. When I took the bold cap off, it was wet. Bit TMI. It was literally drenched in sweat. I was so hot. But 10 out of 10 experience from me. Okay, so we've done bronzer. Now we're going to move on to blush. Like I said, this does not have a lid, but it's from MUA Makeup Academy. Blushed Matte Blush Powder in the shade Rogue Punch. It's disgusting, but I really love this colour, and a little goes a long way, hence why it looks like this, and I've had it for ages. So I have 2 of these brushes, for one that I dust my powder off with that I've already used, and then I have another one for blush as well. I think they're the same brush, M405 and M405, so I have 2 of them. But yeah, we just take a bit of that, and then I like quite a lot of blush. I quite like it in the centre of my face. I don't know if that's like a bit weird. And then I put it on my nose as well. That's skin done, I think. Don't think I need to do anything else. I think that's it. Before I do lips, I like to do mascara. Like I said, my lashes are pretty curled, but I think I'm just going to give them a little bit more of a curl with a lash curler. I don't know where this is from. I think I just bought this from Superdrug. It's not branded or anything. But before I curl my lashes, I always like to give them a little brush out, just so they don't get like bunched up or tangled before I curl them. I've been using the UK Lash stuff for so long now, and honestly I can't recommend it enough. My lashes have never been longer, and I never thought that I'd get to a point where I don't want lash extensions, and I'm at that point. Not saying I won't ever get lash extensions again, because that's a bold statement. But yeah, I love the natural lash at the minute. I feel like most people are like that nowadays. Like the whole lash extension phase is kind of fading a little bit. I didn't even get them for Ibiza, which I thought I would have, knowing me, but I didn't. Okay, for mascara I used the Benefit Bad Girl Bang mascara. You probably all know what this looks like. Just, I don't know, I don't really have anything bad to say about this. It's just really good, and it's really buildable as well, and it's not clumpy either, but like you can kind of make your lashes clumpy if you want them to. You just have to like keep going over it, but it really like spreads your lashes out as well. You know, some mascaras, like the brush on them is kind of like bristles. This is like, I don't know if it's plastic or whatever it is, but it's not like brush like, which I actually prefer. I feel like when the applicator is like kind of brushy, it just makes your lashes just clump together, and it doesn't actually like separate them. But yeah, that's the kind of difference. Do the other eye. Okay, that's the top lashes done. I'm just gonna go and do the bottom lashes. This is really good for bottom lashes as well, because you know they're like really thick or like huge mascara applicators, and like doing your bottom lashes is like really hard to do without getting it on your makeup, because this is like quite thin. It's actually quite good for bottom lashes. Okay, and that's mascara done. If I wanted to enhance my eyes a little bit more, before I do my bottom lashes, I'd go in with my eyeliner again and just put a little bit on the outside waterline. I'm not going to do that today because I want more of like a fresh look. I'm just going to go and wipe the concealer that's off my lips, and I'm not really too adventurous with my lips, to be honest, but I have just been sent this product by a brand called Adored By. I think it's Louis Tomlinson's sister, like Louis from One Direction. I think it's her brand, and I just got it through the post today, so I might give it a try, or we can try it, and then if it doesn't really go with this look, I'll take it off and put my usual on, but just thought I'd give it a try. I have quite naturally pink lips anyway. Like, I feel like it already looks like I've got lipstick on. But yeah, it's called Adored By. Kind of looks like this. I'll get it out. They've sent me the Lucky Lip Trio. Ooh. So you get a lip liner, a clear gloss, and then this pink gloss as well. But we'll give it a go. It looks like quite a nice shade actually. I like shades that are already near to my lip colour. I don't like to, I don't know, go for like purples or stuff. Not that many people go for purples anyway. I'm either like a brown, a shade darker than my lip colour, or like a red, like a bright red. Pretty basic. But yeah, this is the Adored By lip pencil. I like their packaging as well, it's really cute. And this is the gloss. Two luckiest, I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying the numbers. This has got 1 dot luckier, so is the lip liner, and then this has got 2 dot luckiest. But luckiest Dew Boost lip gloss. Is that the same as that? Oh, they're the same. Maybe because they're like a set. I'm guessing I can use all of them together because they're a trio, so. Oh, what have I done? Oh no. God, I'm breaking it already. Let's give this a go. Also, I feel like you can see my moustache. If you've been able to see that the whole time, ignore that. I'm so glad they sent me the shade because this is literally, I'd say it's a little bit darker than what I go for, but okay. I actually really like that colour so far. I'm just gonna, I like to make my Cupid's bow quite pointy. I feel like that like suits my face shape. And I feel like it makes your lips bigger without actually overlining your whole lip. Yeah, okay, love that. I'm gonna keep that there because I might need to make some more content with that. I'm just gonna use my finger to like buff it in a bit. Okay, then I'm guessing we go in with the gloss. Oh, that feels really nice. Oh, is it a lip oil? I feel like it's a lip oil. I'm not gonna lie as well, I usually do matte lips. But let's just do glossy today, because why not? And then, do we need to go in with this or not? I feel like we're already quite glossy, but I don't want to get lip gloss on the applicator. Maybe we'll just dab. Okay, really like the lip. I feel like it balances out the face makeup as well. I feel like when you've got a bit of a darker lip but a bronzy look, it balances it out a little bit. Okay, final step is setting spray. I used the e.l.f. Stay All Night Micro Fine Setting Mist. Again, I got this before I went to Ibiza just as like to take with me, and I love it. I feel like with the primer it goes really well. Okay, and that is basically my everyday slash content slash kind of elevated but still natural makeup look. I hope you enjoyed. I don't really know what I'm doing when it comes to makeup, so don't judge me, but this is just what I've been doing for, besides the lips, I'd say for a couple of years now. I don't think much has changed really. And I just really like it, and it works, and it comes up well on camera as well. I'm not sure about video, but when you're taking pictures, especially on the G7X, it looks really good. So, oh, I don't know if that's a plumper. It's starting to sting. Am I allergic? Probably not. Well, if it's a plumper, then that's good as well. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. and hopefully I'll be uploading more because I need to get into a routine of uploading like every week. But yeah, maybe I'll leave all the products that I use tagged below if any of you want to use them. I don't think... Some of these might be available on Look Fantastic, which I think I have a discount link that you can use. But besides from that, I don't think I have any more discount codes for all the stuff. Oh, I might have one for this. I'll double check. But everything will be listed below anyway. But yeah guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.